Okay, a little background about our script today. This will be a video with Mrs. Fernandez. She and her 5-year-old son, Thiago, fled from Brazil after experiencing abuse from Thiago's father. When they reached the United States, they were separated by immigration authorities for 50 days. They were reunified approximately 3 months ago and are now living together with Mrs. Fernandez's cousin. Ms. Fernandez initially presented to the clinic with concerns about her son following their separation. But while there, she expressed some concerns about herself, including experiencing excessive worry, trouble sleeping, and, and depressive symptoms. But following the initial intake, Ms. Fernandez began meeting individually with a social worker. Um, and the following is an excerpt from the fourth individual session in which she discloses that she's been using alcohol and non-prescribed medication to cope with her anxious symptoms and has been and to help her sleep. And she also disclosed some problems with her living situation at her cousin's house. So we'll get started.
So I feel really stressed out about our living situation. I feel grateful for my cousin. She was able to take us in, but now I'm walking on eggshells.
You have mixed feelings. And how could you change your feelings?
Like I feel like I have to cover my tracks when I'm cooking something. And I make sure that my son is not making too much noise, and I'm always cleaning up after him.
You're making a lot of effort to be a good house guest.
Yeah, but sometimes it seems like it's never enough. I take care of my son and clean up after ourselves, and I'm working on getting our immigration status sorted out. I even started cleaning houses with the neighbors so I can contribute to the household. But I feel like my cousin is judging me, or it seems like she thinks she, some things need to change with us.
Okay, so you feel like your cousin doesn't agree with your decisions, but you're actually doing a lot of hard work for your family.
She really is helping us a lot, but she started getting on my case. I've never really been a big drinker, but while Thiago and I were separated, I drank wine sometimes to help me relax. And it helped me get to sleep too.
That must have been a really difficult time for you.
It really was. And honestly, even though I'm so happy to have my son back, I still feel worried and stressed out all the time. My cousin thinks I shouldn't drink, but I have got to get some sleep somehow.
So you're concerned that you're not getting enough sleep?
Yeah, I feel like I still wake at night thinking about everything that has already happened to me and my son, and everything that's still going wrong or could go wrong.
And what's helping you sleep?
I started drinking a glass of wine that it helped me sleep, but now I usually finish with a whole bottle or I drink whiskey to get sleep.
So tell me how using alcohol to help you sleep is working for you and how it might not be working for you.
Well, I can get at least a good night's sleep. I'm a good mom. I get up and take care of my son. I do everything I need to do for him, but I'm exhausted from no sleep. How am I supposed to be able to be a good mom and take care of his needs?
Taking care of your son is important to you.
Yeah, I always do everything for him. I make sure he has really good, healthy food and clean and well rested for school every day. I really don't want to send him to school yet, but my cousin convinced me that it was the best thing for him. He was having some problems, but I brought him here to get help. It's not just me talking with a counselor. Thiago, my son, is talking to one too.
You should be really proud of the steps you're taking to help your son and for his well-being.
Well, I know I'm a good mom, but my cousin makes me feel like I'm not a good parent because I drink alcohol. I have even started hiding bottles because I don't want to hear her complaining.
Okay. So on the one hand, drinking alcohol is helping you relax and sleep, but on the other hand, it's causing some problems between you and your cousin.
Yeah, she doesn't think I should drink at all. And since I started working, she's been on my case and how I spend my money.
Okay. So besides the problems with your cousin, are there any other ways that drinking alcohol to help you sleep isn't working for you?
Well, I get a headache and I feel hungover in the morning a lot. And I think my cousin might be right about the money thing. I don't make very much cleaning houses, and I want to save money so my son and I can get a place of our own. I feel like I'm trapped in a routine. If I don't sleep, I can't get up and be a good mom for my son or go to work and earn money we need.
You feel guilty about the money spent on alcohol, and then drinking is causing you to feel hungover in the mornings. But you also understand that these things are causing you to think more about how you can take care of your responsibilities.
Yeah, but I feel like the situation is impossible.
Getting a good night's sleep is important to you. Tell me anything else you've thought of trying to help you sleep better.
Well, my friend gave me some pills and I use them occasionally. She said they help her sleep when she's stressed. They work okay for me, but I can't always get to them.
And what don't you like about alcohol and pills?
Just what I've said, the money that's spent and feeling bad the next day.
So, how could you change these habits?
Well, I thought about going to a doctor to see if I could get a prescription of my own, but I don't want to talk to anyone else. I'm okay with you, but I just don't want anyone else knowing our business right now. I don't want any problems.
Okay, you think about talking to a doctor, but at the same time, you're afraid to be honest with them. Am I hearing you correctly?
Yeah, I really don't trust anyone.
Well, you've been through a really difficult experience, and this may not be the best time for you to start a relationship with a new doctor.
Yeah, yeah,
And that's understandable. And I really appreciate hearing that you feel okay talking to me. That means that you already are building trust, and that's great.
yeah, yes, I think I'm really trying. I like this counseling. I'm going to try it for a while.
I'm so glad to hear that you're going to continue allowing time to focus on your needs and your well being. And, we've talked about a few different concerns you have. What would you say is the most urgent thing you want to address right now?
Well, I guess what stays on my mind the most is that we really need our own space, but I don't know how I'm going to make that happen.
And what would that look like? What would having your own space look like for you in Thiago?
Well, I think maybe renting a small apartment for Thiago and myself, something that is still in the neighborhood so we can be close to my cousin and he can go to the same school.
What obstacles do you see in achieving this goal, and what might you do to address challenges that come up?
Oh, well, like I said, I'm going to need some money. I think the only thing standing in the way is I need to get more work so I can get started and save more money.
Okay, this is great. You've identified a goal and already thought of a step to get started on your goal.
Yeah, I feel good about it.
And so you're planning on starting to earn more and save more. So, how might you go about making these changes?
Well, I can talk to my neighbor about getting some more cleaning jobs. And I'm a really good cook. And in Brazil, my mom and I used to cook meals and we'd sell them. I might try that. Brazilian food is really good. And I bet I could sell a lot of Brazilian food here.
You're coming up with some really creative ideas to increase your income.
Thank you.
And how about the saving? How might you go about increasing your saving?
Well, I might talk to my cousin to see how much she wants me to help out with the bills and the rent. So then I can make a budget.
That sounds like a great way to get started. And how confident are you that you can make a budget and follow it?
Pretty confident. I didn't have a lot of money in Brazil, so I had to be careful with my money. And I used a budget to make sure we always had money for the most important things, like food and the electric bill and Thiago's school supplies.
Your experience with budgeting is going to be really valuable in helping you achieve this goal.